Yo guys, what's going on? This is Jack2505. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the worst modifier in Space Marine 2, and I have to laugh because this one is an absolute nightmare. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So, since the 10.0 or 10.1 update, I'm sure many of you guys now have been in the stratagem missions, and if you've been playing on hard, you know exactly which modifier I'm talking about. I'm talking about what comes with great power comes great responsibility. This is an extremely punishing, very unfair modifier, and it needs some work, and it's ruining a lot of runs and ending more runs than ever before. In my opinion, I think this is way worse than tight formation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I will explain what this modifier is. Great responsibility. A randomly chosen player will have 100% more health, but all damage taken by the team redirects to them. If they die, the mission fails. Now, this is such a savagely brutal modifier here. And in these types of missions, to compensate, we are given Imperial Favor, where you shout for the Emperor, and it gives you extra damage dealt for a short time. So a small little compensation there, so you got to be spamming that emote like crazy. These are some of the issues. As I mentioned earlier, it is overly harsh. It forces an extremely defensive play for a game that's built on aggression. Also, it can be bugged where you guys know it can be a hidden modifier, and some players who are just jumping in matchmaking, and they may not even realize, and it will ruin a lot of runs. Also, there's going to be a lot of players who will skip these types of missions and perhaps wait for the next day for it to go away. And also, it adopts a savage babysitting mentality for the person who's basically has the great responsibility. And also, if something goes wrong, there's no chance for players to save the mission, where, you know, there are times when I'm playing really well, I might be playing with other two guys who are not doing well, or maybe I'm not doing well, so the other player who's in form at that particular time, or might be a better player, has the opportunity to save the checkpoint or save the day and save the mission. So how could this be fixed? One of my first suggestions is, if the player with great responsibility dies, great responsibility then gets moved on to the next player. And the player that dies, so you got your three players. So great responsibility player dies, he can't come back until the next checkpoint. So throughout that whole particular checkpoint, you're down to 2 Space Marines, and if that guy dies, then you're down to 1. So the one guy has to save the day, get to the checkpoint, and then the other 1 or 2 guys can come back, if you get my drift. So that's my first suggestion. The other one is, if players are successfully keeping their armor, the chosen player with great responsibility does not lose health. So I like games like Space Marine 2, where if you're playing well, you get to keep your armor, you get to keep your health. So long as I'm keeping my 3 bars of health and I'm not losing any energy, therefore the person with great responsibility doesn't lose anything. The only time they will start to lose energy is when I've lost my armor. Like, I've either made a mistake, not doing well, unlucky, whatever you want to call it. But so long as the team is doing well, the chosen one is healthy. Also, another one would be for the Emperor buff. We keep that all the time and it never goes away, so we don't have to spam the emo. That could be another suggestion as well. Honestly, this is way worse than tight formation. For players out there who remember around this time last year when tight formation came out and a lot of players didn't like it, for me this is way worse. At least in tight formation you could at least stick together, but this one, I mean, you can obviously stick together, but the margins of failure is too high. I know the 10.2 patch is coming, but this modifier is legitly ruining runs, and it really does need to be looked into. So guys, I want you to tell me what you think about this modifier. If you're actually enjoying it and you think it's great, let me know in the comment section below and explain it. But I'm guessing that most people are absolutely hating this, and I've made my suggestions. That's all I can think of. I didn't want to say get rid of it, but you know, there has to be some level of pain, and I get that. But it definitely needs to be reworked in some way. It's unplayable. Is legitly unplayable. So, guys, you know, let me know your thoughts about the modifier. How would you fix it? Let me know in the comment section below. In the meantime, I'm still continuing to do these strategy missions, get my accolades. I'm collecting all the weapons. The plasma heavy is fantastic. I went from hating the plasma to absolutely loving it. I would suggest you go for that if you haven't already. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to come back tomorrow, still grind out these missions, and hopefully Saber will look into the hidden modifiers. Obviously, they're going to do that in the 10.2 patch, and they need to look into great responsibility, which I'm pretty sure they will. I'm sure on the Discords and the Reddit, the players are giving their feedback about this as well. I'll probably go and post a Reddit topic myself regarding this and chat about it with those guys as well. I will link that in the description. Well, thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.